Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another Geogramblings Reacts, where this supposed educator and psychon person gives their hot takes for something that they haven't seen before that you have suggested. So whether it is an education material, news article, current affairs, whatever it is. Today I want to say thank you to my wonderful, gorgeous friend, Hannah Steele, who made me aware of the Biome viewer. So HHMI's BioInteractive Biome viewer. So we're going to have a look at this. This is the first time I've taken a look at this, and the link for this will be down in the description. So let's go take a look. So I'm going to click on start here. Right. So, right. So lots of data on this must be, because it's taken a bit of a while to load up. Wildlife. Oh, okay. Wildlife thumbnails. We'll see if we can find those. Right. So what have we got here? Oh, I do love a globe, an interactive globe. Clearly based on, well, I'm assuming is based on Google Earth. It looks like that's the engine that they're using. And yeah, so we've got biomes here, and we've got a key. Right, lovely. First thing that strikes me, though, for accessibility purposes, is that the colours are quite dull. They're not as vibrant. I mean, is there I can't see any. Let's check on the settings here. Okay, so we can turn on grid lines. Fine, that's good for longitude, latitude, and stuff like that. And political boundaries. Okay, that makes things a little bit clearer in terms of where the countries are, and just goes to show, doesn't it, that natural environments don't usually pertain to borders, don't really care, although some borders, of course, we know historically were drawn on the basis of physical features, but often not. Right, okay, let's turn that back off then. All right, more information. Oh, crikey. Right, that's a lot of text. Okay, but they've got some stuff here. Short films, lectures, labs, educator materials. Okay, there's nothing downloadable, but there's suggestions of use and the credits there. Okay, right. So let's have a look. Right. All right, so clicking on everything on the left-hand side here gives you descriptions of these biomes. Fine. Now, what I think I would have liked, again for accessibility, I think I probably would have liked, once you've clicked or you leave your mouse over one of these, that they highlight or flash or something, just to make them obvious where they are, because I'm just a bit concerned for folks who are hard of sight, because there doesn't seem to be any accessibility options on here. So yeah, no, that just collapses that. Okay, so yeah, I'm a bit worried about this can be not as accessible, and especially when you've got the colors that are very, very similar in contrast to each other. So and then, okay, let's see. I haven't clicked these buttons. See what these do. Right, what's happening here? Okay, that resets it to northwards. Oh, and okay, and this stretches it out to a 2D projection map. Okay, all right, this makes it a little bit easier, I guess, to see the patterns. But again, it's just, I don't know, it's just dark. It's just a bit dark, really. Right, okay, let's see what else is there. There's some arrows up here, so let's have a play around with these. Oh, anthromes. Anthromes. That's not a word I've come across before. The global ecological pattern created by sustained direct human interactions with ecosystems. Well, that makes sense, doesn't it? Okay, so it's basically biomes that have had human interactions with them, or yeah. Oh, crikey. And look at the patterns here. You can quite clearly show, look at the United States there. So this is wildlands, land without human population or agriculture. However, wildlands are still subject to regional human-caused changes, climate change, spatialization of species. Look at that. You can quite clearly see the outline of Oklahoma there, and Louisiana, and some of the other states. That's crazy. Okay, that's something worth investigating. What exactly do we mean by? So so the whole of Oklahoma is semi-natural rather than a wildland areas. But I don't really know that a lot of Florida is considered wildland. So I think this is worth investigating about what this really means. Oh, wait a minute. I've just spotted this down the bottom. Oh, crikey. Something else is popping up there. I'll come back to that in a minute. Oh, wow. Okay. So that was for 1700. Oh, let me go back to biomes. Was there? No, that wasn't that down there. Right, anthropes, 1700. Let's look at the United States. 1800. No, oh, okay. Right, 90. My goodness me. Mostly croplands and rangelands. Wow. Wow. Okay. I can, that's impressive. That's impressive. I like this anthropes. Again, so I've already mentioned a bit worried about the accessibility of this map, but that is impressive. I like that. Let's try Europe. So in 1700, oh well, yeah. Well, that just goes to show historically Europe has, you know, always been taking nature for granted. Look at that. Even back in look, it just goes to show. Look at this, folks. Look at this. The United Kingdom, right? Those who know me very well know I have my opinions on things like NIMBYism, of the countryside and stuff like that. We do not have very much natural wilderness in the United Kingdom, even since back to the 1700s. Look, it's all been designated as rangelands. I guess that's like, yeah, grazing and stuff like that. And then, of course, as time's gone on, it's mostly probably quite a lot of that, I guess, is turned to croplands. Yeah, look at that. Villages. Well, I'm assuming that's settlements. Yeah, rural settlements, towns, small villages. Yeah, dense settlements, which would be London. Look at that sprawl around. Okay, right. I can spend too much time on this. Let's move on because I'm meant to be just reacting, right? Okay, so we've got anthropes. Now, when I double clicked on something, it brought up a pin. Let's have a look at that. So, roughly in the area I'm living in, temperate deciduous forests. Okay. Oh, okay. So we've got a climate graph. It's most commonly known. Again, it's just I just would like a little bit. Okay, this might be a bit more accessible because it's white on green, but yeah, I would like to expand on this. Maybe if I click more. Oh, here we go. Look, if I click the eye, we can definitely see. I just would be nice to have like something to filter colors or make it more high contrast or something. Wildlife. This is amazing. Okay, so description. So this is all about the temperate deciduous forest. Yeah, okay. The climate of the area that I've chosen. So that gives a good thing. Wildlife. This is lovely. Look at this. So 44 species of mammals, 7 species of amphibians, 2 species of reptile. So, okay, I'm a bit confused what that means because I doubt that the whole entire temperate deciduous woodland only has 2 species of reptiles. And so maybe that's just what's in their database down here, maybe. It's probably worth exploring this a little bit more and having a look at in the info section about what they are, what they're categorizing these here. But that's an impressive database. So let's go somewhere I'm completely unfamiliar with. I don't know. Let's go down to somewhere around here. So what have we got here? Tropical rainforests. Yeah, and you can definitely at least compare whatever baseline they're using. You can compare here, and there is a comparison button which we'll have a look at. Okay, so let's close that and now do compare. So if I double tick here, compare, and now I double go here. Oh, that's beautiful. I like that. That's good. And you've got, now this is really good. You've got the map with the two bits here showing the locations. You've got this pictures here. I look, folks, accessibility aside, I love how this is laid out. If they can fix the accessibility side of things, I think, like, another thing, like if you put your mouse over this, maybe it comes up with the figures. I know someone who's worked on a project which was where I've done the education side of a code, of a coded interactivity. I know how much hard work has to go into that. So it's more of a wish than a criticism, right, folks? But that's really nice. Okay, what else should we look at here? So we've got anthropes, temperature. So we got absolute temperatures here. Okay, from the average between 1950 and 2000. So between minus 22 degrees on average and 30 Celsius, 38 degrees. So that's lovely. So you can see, and then you can obviously compare that with your Oh, look at that, seasons. You can obviously compare that with where your biomes are located, and that's really nice. I like that. Precipitation is the same. Quite nice resolution as well. I mean, look, you can definitely tell the difference there. So, and then if you maybe a play button would be nice, so it could just cycle through. Look at they see quite clearly there the movement of the intertropical convergence zone. That's nice. That is right. Terrain. Okay, yeah. So shaded relief, which is good. So you can also do a side by side. Be great if you could have the two maps side by side. So maybe you could have the precipitation one half and terrain the other half. But again, that's more of a wish. And back to biomes. Right. Thanks, Hannah. This is great. I mean, one or two things aside, which I've already mentioned, but what a find. What a find. Okay. I can definitely see that would be very, very useful. Again, just I know it's quite difficult in terms of accessibility because you've got, I mean, this is a classic color grading, isn't it, when it comes to a temperature map? So the oranges and the reds pertain to higher temperatures, and the blues into purples, the cooler temperatures. Obviously, that goes without saying. But yeah, I think a lot more effort needs to happen in science communication and in activities like this, just in the whole sector, to make things like this more accessible. So it's not really, I would say, it's not really a criticism of the folks who developed this. Well done, folks. Really good tool. It's more of a general criticism that things like this tend to be not as accessible for those who need it to be. Right, so there we go. There is another Geogramblings reacts for you on the BioInteractive Biome Viewer. So thanks again, Hannah. And folks, if you want something for me to react to, whatever it is, what you then need to do is just on LinkedIn or on Blue Sky, just write a note with a link, hashtag Jog Ramblings Reacts, and I might pick it up. Thanks a lot.